I had reached a really low bottom in my life. I just had enough of having this behavior in my life. If you feel hopeless in life and you have tried everything in your power to end this behavior, this program is for you. The whole morning routine, feelings exercise, all the journaling and goal setting and everything has changed so much for me. When there are other people in the same boat as you are, it feels so much real.
What is going on, Reboot team? It's your Reboot hero, Chris here, back at it again with another testimonial from an absolute OG, someone who is coming to us from our exclusive Reboot implementation program. I am here with Niklas. How are you doing today, sir?
Yo, what's up, Chris? Glad to be here.
Glad to have you, man. I have so many questions to ask you, man, but let's start from the very, very beginning. I mean, how did you first discover the program to begin with?
Oh, I think it was on YouTube, actually. I found it as a recommended video, I think. Clicked on that, and I think it was JK talking about this behavior, and accidentally clicked on it, and I was like, I could relate to so much of what he was saying about this behavior because I've been struggling with it for so long. So I think that was the first interaction with the Porn Reboot System or elevated recovery.
There you go. So seeing that, what was the moment like when you thought to yourself, you know what, like, let's do this, like, let's join this program, let's get this, compulsive behavior under control? Like, what was going on that finally go over the edge, if you will?
I have been experienced many low bottoms before I joined the program. I've been battling with depression and anxiety a lot together with compulsive behaviors. A couple of months ago, when I had this really low bottom, I had reached a really low bottom in my life. I just had enough of having this behavior in my life, and I reached out to one of your Reboot strategists, Gaspar, and he showed me a video like this of another member of the program Reboot implementation group. Got a lot of inspiration and motivation to build up this courage to actually join the program. I think that was what made me take the leap to actually join. So
here you are in the program. And I mean, I'm sure that there's a lot to kind of look back on as far as how you may have grown, since joining the program in the beginning. But let's start from, something simple as far as just some tools you picked up along the way that you didn't know about before. What are some tools that have helped you out so far that you've learned about in our program?
I think the most effective tool for me personally has been the whole morning routine. The feelings exercise, all the journaling and goal setting and everything has changed so much for me. Put in that effort. In the beginning, it was very hard to get disciplined and get it together and stuff. When I get into it more, it's become more easier and easier with time to do the morning routine, and I really felt the effects of the tools doing all those exercises in the program in the morning to tackle the days in the week. So, and another tool that has been with me for a longer time, also before the program, has been meditation and breath work. Have been practiced that for a pretty long time, and actually been addition effect from the program. Together with the feelings exercise and everything, it's they blend together so good, and I love that. So
no, that's great, man. I'm glad you're getting a lot of value. I mean, what have been some of your takeaways when it comes to checking in with your feelings, like first thing in the morning every day?
It's like you become your own therapist when you're writing down your feelings every day, and it's like you can recognize patterns in a way that I have never been able to do that before. So I think that's the power of the feelings exercise, that you can recognize the patterns and you can do something about it, and you can take action upon that, and it's great.
And I'm curious, joining the Facebook group, getting involved more in the community and everything, what has that been like for you so far?
I'm still working on my social anxiety up today as we speak, so it's still a challenge to do this video as well. And joining the group was very uncomfortable for me at first. The warm welcome from all the brothers was so welcome. I felt like I could be vulnerable for the first time ever in my life, almost. So the things I struggle with and get support and and give support as well to other brothers too. So it's an amazing community. Grateful to be a part of it.
And we are so grateful to have you with us, because when it comes to, honestly, like when you, in the name of just holding yourself accountable and really kind of going all out, I mean, like you said, I mean, when it comes to things like anxiety or, certain compulsive behaviors, what have you, we're all on a learning curve and we're all on a journey. But I was really excited to talk to you in this way because I've seen like a lot of consistency. I've seen a lot of effort. It's one thing to maybe go through some things, but it's another thing to go through things but not give up.
Yeah.
I know that can be easier said than done. I'm curious, what have been some of the things that have helped you, stay the course and keep going?
I have been most of a disciplinarian in my life before. I also did the online course of the program. I don't remember what it's called now. Rewire Your Desire. I did the Rewire Your Desire before the program. So I came into this like flow before I joined the program. So I think it was like some kind of cheating thing. I felt I had it in me when I joined the program. So I was so excited to just go for it and do everything that you guys say we're gonna do and follow the videos and everything. I think it stems from that, from the most part.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love that. And I'm also curious as to, how things like perhaps the coaching calls have been to you. Have you gotten the chance to check some of those out?
Yeah, sure. I've been on most of them, but now lately I have been on them too much. But I have got a lot of knowledge, especially from Milan's coaching sessions. I feel like I've taken a lot of notes from his answers. I have not brought too many questions myself in the calls, but you get a lot of value by listening to the other brothers as well and their answers and Milan's answers. So it's like you get a lot from that too. They are really, really, really powerful tools as well, I would say, to be on them every week or when you can participate in them. So
no, that's sick, man. Was there a coaching call or has there been a coaching call that stood out the most to you?
I think there was one when Milan talked about social anxiety. I don't remember who asked the question about it, but I remember I took a lot of notes from that and tried to implement that into my life and in my situations in my social life. So I think it's just so powerful when there are other people in the same position as you are or in the same boat as you are, rather than just looked up another video on YouTube or something. This is something like it feels so much real to get the information from that kind of source.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can relate to that. One thing that I learned, especially going through this program myself, is that the more personal something is, the more universal it actually is.
Yeah.
You think to yourself like, oh man, no one's going to relate to, my insecurities, or no one's going to relate to a particular stronghold or struggle, a problem, a feeling, whatever it is. But then you share it, especially on a call like Coach Milan's, and it's like, oh yeah, I've been thinking that way too. This is what helped. This is what can help you if you do this. Like, it is that community aspect that is, oh man, that's medicine right there,
It's big. Yeah. It's great.
So in that spirit, let's imagine for a moment that there was somebody that you came in contact with, and whether it's a friend, coworker, just like someone that you're fairly close to, and they confide in you and share that, they're having their own particular struggles with certain compulsive behaviors and not really knowing what to do, not really knowing where to turn, just struggling in silence in the way that you and I know about very well. Knowing what you know now and having learned and experienced what you have so far, is there anything that you would want to share with that person?
Yeah, it sounds so cliche as well to say never give up, but I was really close to give up before I joined the program. But actually, it was my girlfriend who I live with now, and as well, the same time as reached out to Gaspar when I was on my low bottom, because I was so, yeah, it's very emotional time for me back then. If you feel hopeless in life and you have tried everything in your power to end this behavior, I mean, then is this program is for you. Like the Porn Reboot System is like built for that kind of problem, I think, and I trusted that. So yeah, that's would be the advice I would give to that person. Like, never give up and trust yourself, and that there are people out there that can help you with this.
There are people that care, and I love
That care, yeah.
And I remember being in sort of the depths of my addiction and just a really low self-esteem type of place and really low mental state. And you couldn't really convince me of that. I really believe that like nobody cared. But through growth and through like really diving into a community like this, like I said, the more personal something is, the more universal it is, and people really do care. I mean, how does that? I mean, let me ask you this. I mean, like knowing that or having come to learn that people care, that truth being confirmed, what's that been like? Know that people do care.
That is so encouraging. As I said from the beginning when I joined, the warm welcome from all the brothers, and they come with this support and encouragement. It's like you open the door for growth, actually. Because yeah, you feel hopeless, and then you're searching for this kind of help, and you get that help, and that's when you actually get excited to do the work as well to get better.
Yeah, no, I feel that, man. Thank you for sharing that because it's so important. So going back to that, somebody confiding in you scenario, with all that being said, would you recommend this program?
Absolutely. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Absolutely. Yeah. If you struggle with this, yeah, you should reach out. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, before I let you go, I first of all want to thank you for your level of involvement and the fact that you've documented the journey. Because, like, he sort of touched upon it, but I think it's important to mention. Yeah, we come in with, an unhealthy relationship with the P word, but
Yeah.
the more you stick around, it's more than about that. It's really kind of clearing out the inner cobwebs and kind of getting to the heart of certain things. And I've seen you go through that process, and I'm really, really proud of you, man, and excited for.
Thank you, brother.
Any parting words for anybody who still might be in that sort of compulsive sort of state and kind of on the fence, not really knowing what to do? Any final words to somebody who might be watching or listening?
Yeah, to reach out if you know that you aren't able to handle this addiction on your own, and if you have tried to end it long enough but you'd never see progress being made, and you see yourself stuck, that's the red flag, or that's when you should reach out for help. And that's why the Reboot implementation program is the right program for you in that case. So yeah, that would what I would say. Yeah.
Niklas, thank you so much for your time and your insights. All the best to you and continued success in your reboot journey, man.